happening, Fit Fam? Coach John J here with another edition of the Coach's Corner. Exactly right. You already know what we do here. We focus on three things. We focus on exercise, education, and empowerment for the best life you can ever imagine, right? So if you fool with me in any form or fashion, I'm gonna help you perform at a higher level than your counterpart. So you might as well get ready and you might as well come on the journey with me. So before we get started, always remember, guys, subscribe to the channel below by hitting the little red subscribe button. If it's not there, just kind of find it. It's somewhere around. You know, it just depends on what platform you're watching this on. But subscribe, rock with us. I got a team of people, and we're getting ready to take our lives to another level in 2019. So, before we started January, we all did one thing together. We all went into this 21 days of fasting. Everybody did the Daniel's fast. People were excited. As you guys can see, I'm excited now. You should be too watching this because the Daniel's fast should be over with. You should be like free, and you should be bouncing off the walls because you should feel better. And some people did the fast for, you know, different reasons. Some people did the fast for spiritual health and mental health, mental clarity. Some people did it to gain discipline. Some people did it for all of those things. And so what I want to do is I gave you tips going into the fast to help you implement certain steps to be systematic and strategic, so that way you can kind of be as successful as possible going into that fast, because it's a big deal. It's a lot of changes that can happen with your body. It's a lot of changes that can happen with your mind. And so I wanted you to be as successful as you desire to be. And so by now, if you're watching this and you're still with me and you went through the fast, the 21 days or longer, then you're successful. And so we're going to teach you how to come out of that fast, and we're going to teach you how to reintegrate certain things that you took away from your body during that fast. We're going to teach you how to systematically and strategically integrate them in safely. That's the thing. We got to keep you safe. So for the most part, I know many of you should recognize that over the time that you gave up certain things, for the most of us, it was meat. For some of us, it was, you know, carbs, or, you know, for some of us, it was the simple carbs, the sugars, or whatever it was for you. We gave those things up, and our bodies start to move, and our bodies start to act more effective and more efficient, right? It took a lot less to give us the energy that we needed to have in the first place. And so what that should have shown you was your body needs to rid itself of most of that stuff anyway on a consistent basis. But we're going to take it one step at a time. So here's what I need you to understand too. When you did the fast, your body started to work more efficiently and effectively from a metabolic standpoint and from an enzymatic standpoint, or, you know, layman's terms, metabolism and enzymes. We all know our food, it has certain enzymes in them, and those enzymes can either help or hurt our metabolism, right? And so if you did the fast correctly, your metabolism probably was helped, okay? So first things first. For me, and for the most of the people that I know, we did no meat and we did no sugar and all that good stuff. So I know meat is a big deal for the Western culture. Primarily me, I love meat, and probably for you, you probably love meat too. But here's what I need you to do. We have to reintegrate meat back in safely. And so tip number one. So just a quick review. Tip number one, we only having meat for that first 7 days coming out of the fast. Tip number two, the only meat you can have for the first 7 days is seafood. Yes, fish, shrimp, anything qualified as seafood, scallops, all that good stuff. I only want you having that for the first 7 days because it doesn't take a whole lot to process that, and sometimes it's a lot more easier on the body, on the metabolism, on the digestive system to kind of process. All right, so we got only having meat once a day for the first 7 days. That meat can only be seafood for the first 7 days. All right, so after that first 7 days, we're going to integrate maybe turkey products, maybe some turkey breasts, ground turkey, or maybe turkey patties, whatever it is that you choose, as long as it's turkey. All right, so what that does is it gives your body a little bit of a heavier meat source, but still not as heavy as the steak or whatever the case may be. All right, and so not only can you integrate the turkey into your new rep scheme or your new diet scheme for that second 7 days, now you can have meat twice a day. All right, so what that means is if you want to have it with an omelet in the morning, put some turkey in your omelet. Lunchtime you have your seafood, and then for dinner you only have maybe, you know, some green salad, maybe some kale cooked, and maybe some broccoli to keep your body kind of flushed and keep the enzymes alive and keep your gut kind of getting cleansed on the daily. That's all we're doing, all right? And so tip number 3, you can add the heavy stuff in after you do your second round of 7 days after the turkey, all right? So week 1, you're only doing meat once a day, and it can only be seafood. Week 2, reintegrate the turkey, and then week 3, we're gonna reintegrate chicken, all right? And of course, after week 3, you can go into week number 4 and go ahead and have your steak or burger or whatever the case may be. But keep in mind, guys, the fast was not just for, doing all this stuff to go back to what you did. You wanna come out of this fast with some new habits, with some new ideas, with some new, with a new perspective, all right? You wanna come out of this with a new perspective on how you can do things, how your body feels, how you felt working harder, and less tired. And it's all simply because of the nutrition that you got, all because of the discipline that you implemented while you were getting the nutrition. And it was all about detoxification, right? So guys, I'm excited for you. You guys can tell. Now I'm a burger fanatic, but as of today, I only have had seafood for the last 3 days. I actually went a day into a day after the fast. I still didn't do any meat, and I've only been doing shrimp, seafood, and tuna steaks and stuff like that. So guys, I hope these tips help you reintegrate whatever it is that you took out of your 21 days of fasting. But nevertheless, take these 21 days, the things that you have learned, implement it into not only your diet, but implement it into your daily disciplines with your finances. Implement it into your daily disciplines with your faith, with your relationships, with everything that we have as humans, guys. We have a lot that we can be resourceful with. Only if we take daily disciplines and use the principles that we learn, that's when we can really perform at the next level. So guys, that's my time. I appreciate yours. I am out. I got 3 more weeks before I can have a burger. And guess what? I may not even do a burger because I got the summer coming up. I'm trying to stay lean and cut up. So I challenge you to do the same thing, guys. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Let me know how I can further help you. Anything that you have questions about, please let me know, and I'll help you, all right? Guys, Coach John J out, the Coach's Corner. Another episode, another week. Hope you guys have a phenomenal week. Perform at the highest level. Remember, life is a performance, and you deserve to dominate yours. We out.